And you know what that means. That's right, it's Thursday. Time for yet another edition and the final one of 2016 here on Sip and Snack. And we've done a lot of really cool things this year, and there's a lot of cool things still to come. Sip and Snack's not going anywhere. It's going to be here every single Thursday here on the Popcast Network from this moment forward, and things are going to get even better in a couple of months, mark my words. But until then, we have to end 2016. And to end 2016, I thought it would be a good idea, basically to go into something that I have been drinking ever since I was a kid. So technically, I'm kind of cheating a bit with this one. But there is something in here that I've not had before, so we're going to go into a variety pack. So, Sam's Club had this variety pack for the holidays, and it was Canada Dry. Now, basically, when I was a kid, whenever I have an upset stomach, I would always ask for Canada Dry. Not just regular ginger ale, not store-bought ginger ale, which I hate, like Verner's and all those other various kinds, Schweppes. I don't like any other ginger ale, with the exception of Canada Dry. And Canada Dry is something I've been drinking ever since I was a kid. I would always ask for it. I still ask for it to this day, even when I have an upset stomach. Always makes it feel better. Now, the thing is, they had the variety pack. The variety pack is something that has only been in North America. Basically because 2 of the 3 of these drinks is only available in North America. So you can't get them anywhere outside of North America. So, see how many times Owen can say North America in the sentence. And there you go. So, Canada Dry started, God, so long ago. Canada Dry goes all the way back to 1890. John J. McLaughlin of Ontario, working in a soda factory in Brooklyn, New York. He opened a carbonated water plant in Toronto, and it was created in 1904, Canada Dry Pale Ginger Ale 3 days later. And it's very interesting. The label is basically a beaver atop the map of Canada that was replaced with what we have now, which is the crown and the shield. So, as I read from Wikipedia, because that's what we do here on the network, I will state right now that it is now owned by the Dr. Pepper Snapple Group. So, kudos to them. And growing up, this is something I've always liked having. Now, this variety pack has 3 different variants. And now, if it was just regular Canada Dry, obviously we wouldn't be doing this video. There would be no need for doing this video, basically because it would be like, why am I just going to watch you drink Canada Dry? Because you like Canada Dry, okay? But there's reasons to do this. And this variety pack has 2 variants that are only available in North America. As a matter of fact, they're only available in the US still recently. So this year they actually were available in Canada. I know it's interesting the way that works. But yeah, there is 3 different variations. So I've got my nondescript glass, which probably won't go to Orlando with me. It might, I don't know, probably not. I may have to do a different palate cleanser glass when I move in a couple of months. But we have 3 different variants. We have the regular ginger ale, Canada Dry, and then we have the special ones. Given the fact of the holidays, it makes sense that cranberry would be one of them. This is the one I haven't tried yet. And the last one is one I believe I've had before. Yeah, it's the Blackberry ginger ale. You know what? You want a weird thing that this goes well with? Chocolate donuts. Don't know why, it just happens that way. So I've got my glass. Might as well start with the Old Faithful, and that is the original Canada Dry. 12-ounce can here, made from real ginger, absolutely caffeine-free. And let's pop the top. Oh yeah, and oh, that smell brings back so many memories. Given the fact I don't drink alcohol, everyone knows that. This is actually how I celebrate and toast on New Year's Eve. So it makes sense given the fact New Year's Eve is actually in 2 days. I have Canada Dry out here, so it makes sense. So we're going to pour this into the glass. A little bit here. Normal ginger ale colorization. The bubbles are very carbonated. And then we're going to get to that. It's got a ginger smell to it like it should. The only other ginger ale that I even think about drinking is Crest, which is the old ginger ale we used to have at Club Cool at Epcot. So yeah. Something I really enjoyed back in the day. Mozambique, I believe. I'm not positive off the top of my head where Crest is from. Israel, Mozambique. I'm trying to see if it's in here anywhere. Obviously, this is fun to try to do on camera, especially because I'm trying to do this on camera. That's the reason why you're having my hand there. I'm not trying to fist bump the viewers back at you. So, yeah, I'm trying to see if it's there. Nope, nope, nope. It says it's out of Malta. So yeah, there's that. Club Cool at Epcot. So, yay. Thank you, Wikipedia. So let's try this. See what we got. So good. To this day, nothing beats Canada Dry. I've always loved this stuff. It's really good. Got a ginger taste to it like it's supposed to. Ginger ale doesn't have any sort of like bad aftertaste. I just really enjoy this stuff. So yeah. And as usual, we're going to drink it out of the can as well. So as always, for some reason, when I drink out of the can and when I drink out of the glass, there's a different taste to it. It's the same taste, but it's not the same taste. That makes any sense whatsoever. I guess it's probably not good for a segment where I'm actually trying drinks. Now I'm actually going to try some drinks that I've never had before. Now, we'll start with Blackberry Ginger Ale, because that'd be really good with chocolate donuts. The immediate smell, definitely blackberries. This is pretty much going to be an obvious video for me. Got purple colorization to it. Looks like wine. Ginger ale looks like wine to me. It always has, I guess. It's just how it is. So let's try this. So good. The grape taste is more what I'm tasting here. And there's the berry taste to it. So yeah, it's good. I like this stuff a lot. I mean, I could totally drink this with snacks. Not something I can necessarily... I can imagine really having this with real food, but snacks, potentially? Yeah, I'd say so. The Canada Dry I have had with quote-unquote real food before because of the fact that it's something I have to toast for New Year's Eve. And I'm usually having some sort of real food on New Year's Eve, so yeah. And I will this year, too. Apparently, I'm going to be having McDonald's. Just found that out a little bit ago. So, let's try this. And we'll do it out of the can. Blackberry tastes more prevalent when you actually drink it out of the can. Don't know exactly why. It's just how it works. So yeah, blackberry's good. Got me some snack beverages now. Here's the one I haven't had yet. This one, and I'm going to see and make sure I'm right on this. This one actually started this year. So yeah, this is one that I've been wanting to try for a while. Now, this is just for the holidays. This is the one that debuted just a couple months ago, actually. And this is cranberry. This is the one I'm least excited about, but also the most excited about, if that makes any sense. Basically because it's a new beverage, so I'm going to get some more water here. I should have got the water out of my refrigerator. I didn't. I got it out of the tap. Totally not a good idea. So let's try this. It doesn't really have a smell to it. It's weird. Let's see what it looks like. Because obviously we've had like the normal like off-white colorization of the regular ginger ale, and we had the purple colorization of the blackberry ginger ale. What does the cranberry look like? My guess is red or pink, so we'll see. Yeah, it looks like pink lemonade, basically. So let's see what it tastes like. Doesn't really have a taste to it. It does, but I can't really place what it is. Let me try a little bit more. It's bitter. Let's see. Out of the can. No. Just, oh, no. No, not good. This is going down the drain. Not a fan. If you like cranberries, like obviously like the cranberry sauce, given the fact it's the holidays, given the sense that we've already been through Thanksgiving and Christmas for the most part, and now we're moving on to another year, it makes sense to have something that's cranberry flavored. Apparently I don't like cranberry. Not very good. Blackberry ginger ale. Get yourself some chocolate donuts and have some. It's really good. And Canada Dry is good for what ails you. Literally, it's like when you're feeling down, grab some. Another ginger ale that I cannot leave out. I talk about Crest, talk about Canada Dry. Obviously, the one thing that comes to mind immediately is Ale 8. Or Ale 8-1, depending on how you're looking at it. Or Ale 8-1, depending on where you're coming from. The ginger ale, obviously, that started out in Kentucky. And I know from a movie that I have a lot knowledge in, if you want to put it that way, in more ways than one. And that takes me back to a video that AJ and myself did of Versus a while back, which we did Elizabethtown versus Garden State. And yeah, you'll see how awkward that video got. But I will state right now that, yeah, from Elizabethtown, that's how I know Ale 8. And it was interesting because a friend of mine actually sent me a Facebook message I haven't talked to in years. And he was like trying to show me a picture of him drinking an Ale 8. And he was like, this is for you, buddy. And I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. So yeah, that was really awesome. But I love Ale 8. Maybe I'll do Ale 8 here on the network sometime. It's going to be harder because obviously I'm moving south, so it's not going to be as easy to get a hold of any. I was lucky because Mom was able to be in the surrounding area, so I was able to get some. But I don't have any now. And I do have this, and it's still good. And I'm still a fan. So yeah, that's the video, and that's the final Sip and Snack of 2016. Got a lot of things coming for Sip and Snack. I have a lot of definite sips, and I have a few snacks as well, so we're going to split it up a little bit in the next couple of weeks. I think next week we're actually going to go with a snack, actually. So the first Sip and Snack of 2017 is probably going to be a snack. We'll see if that ends up working out that way. So once again, a quick programming note before we end tonight. Tomorrow, AJ's movie reviews, given the fact that it is New Year's week. Basically, we don't have any movies. I'll shoot with you guys. We didn't get anything, and I'm very angry still to this day that we don't have the movie that I want to see more than anything in the world, more than life itself, and that is La La Land, and eventually we will. And I cannot wait to be able to see that phenomenal film. I will state right now that Fences is your review for this week. That's going to be coming out tomorrow. As a matter of fact, I'll probably actually get it up probably at midnight tonight, / tomorrow morning, depending on how you're looking at it. And on Saturday is New Year's Eve. New Year's Eve, AJ and I always do a marathon of a bunch of filming, a bunch of verses, hodgepodge video for a review that also is going to be where we review Captain Fantastic finally. And on top of that, we have our official Academy Awards prediction videos. I say videos, plural. Why? Because this is the last one we're doing before the actual nominations are announced at the end of January. And because of that, we're going to tackle every single category. You're going to get your big 8 that you've been normally getting and you've been getting ever since August, but we're going to do another video which we're going to talk about the other categories, and we're going to predict them all. AJ, Ashley, and myself are going to be doing that. And Sunday Versus is going to get a little animated last week. So this week, I think we are getting... I'm trying to think where we are this week. We filmed a bunch of verses, so I don't really have all of them handy. Yeah, we got a lot of verses coming in. The first verses of 2017. I believe it's going to be a little action-packed. Yeah, there we go. It's going to be very action-packed, very sci-fi. Going to have the same director. It's going to be 2 movies that had remakes that came out in the past several years. So put 2 and 2 together, and you'll realize what I'm referring to as your verses. And we're also going to have our Golden Globes prediction video coming out on Monday. Caitlin with Ash returning very soon as well. And our Raw podcast on Monday, our Wednesday Wrestling podcast on Wednesday, and back here for Sip and Snack next Thursday night. So, that being said, in the meantime, if you like these videos, tell your friends about them, leave a comment, do subscribe, help spread the word about the Podcast Network. I haven't said that in a while, haven't I? And if you'd like to show your support, you can click like on our Facebook fan page, very close to 200 likes, so thank you very much for liking our Facebook fan page. And also, we have merchandise available at Zazzle, new stuff coming after the first of the year, and it's a lot of cool things, so stay tuned for that. On top of that, we have our Facebook fan page. We have our Twitter now, which is actually at Popcast Network. And you can follow me on Twitter at SirOwenDisney. We have a Patreon now. You can show your support that way. It's a Popcast Network. And last but certainly not least, you want to send your thoughts, comments, queries, and opinions, shoot me an email, SirOwenDisney@gmail.com. So in the meantime, thank you for enjoying Sip and Snack. Had a great time trying different foods this year. Obviously not different foods from like a foodie perspective, but from my perspective, tried a lot of cool things this year, so we've got a lot of great things coming in 2017. So in the meantime, Happy New Year everyone, and until tomorrow, boys and girls, that's all I gotta say about that.